Did you hear about the New York attorney that got sanctioned by a judge for using AI to write a legal brief? Here's what you need to do to make sure you don't make the same mistake. Hi, my name is Laura Holbrook, and I'm a recovering attorney. But today, I work with Rainmaker as a content strategist. Over the last 12 years, I've been helping law firms create amazing content for their blogs and their websites. One of the biggest questions I'm getting right now from attorneys is whether they can safely and effectively use AI in their law firms. Yes, you can. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble, just like that New York attorney that used AI to write his legal brief. We know that AI is changing everything, but as an attorney, you need to be aware that you're held to a higher standard and you must be informed. Since we have attorneys across the country listening today, I will be using the ABA model rules for purposes of our discussion. There are a number of ethical duties that must be applied to the use and non-use of AI by lawyers. The duties include competence and diligence, communication, confidentiality, and supervision. Under Rule 1.1 of the ABA model rules, an attorney must provide competent representation to his or her client. Duty of competence requires lawyers to be informed and up to date on current technology. In 2012, this was made clear when the ABA adopted Comment 8 to Rule 1.1, which states that to maintain the requisite knowledge and skill, lawyers should keep abreast of changes in the law and its practice, including the benefits and risks associated with relevant technology. In sum, attorneys have the duty to properly identify the technology needed to effectively represent their client and have a general understanding of how AI tools work. If you are using AI in the practice of law, you must have an understanding of the limitations and capabilities of the AI tool. So let's talk about an attorney's duty to communicate. ABA Model Rule 1.4 governs a lawyer's duty to communicate with clients and requires a lawyer to reasonably consult with the client about the means by which the client's objectives are to be accomplished. Lawyers' duty of communication as required under Rule 1.4 includes informing the client whether or not AI will be used in providing legal services. Your client must give informed consent before AI is used in their representation. Now, let's talk about duty of confidentiality. Under ABA Model Rule 1.6, lawyers owe their clients a general duty of confidentiality. This duty specifically requires a lawyer to make reasonable efforts to prevent the inadvertent or unauthorized disclosure of or unauthorized access to information relating to the representation of a client. Again, when an AI tool is being used, it may require the attorney to share potentially confidential information. It is the lawyer's duty to ensure that the client's confidential and privileged information is kept secure. Now let's discuss an attorney's duty to supervise. Under ABA Model Rules 5.1 and 5.3, lawyers have an ethical obligation to supervise attorneys and non-lawyers who are assisting the attorney in the provision of legal services to ensure that their conduct complies with the rules of professional conduct. Under Rules 5.1 and 5.3, attorneys have an obligation to supervise the artificial intelligence being used in the representation. Additionally, you must understand the technology well enough to know if it is in compliance with ethical duties. This includes making sure that the work product produced by the AI is accurate and complete, as well as does not run the risk of disclosing confidential information. So, in order to use AI safely, it's going to require you to do a quality check on it. This means you need to 1. Know how to use AI properly and ethically. 2. Check and double-check all AI-produced content. And 3. Create a process for checking opposing sides' research to confirm its accuracy. So, here's a few ways that law firms can be safely using AI right now to benefit their clients. 1. Brainstorming potential topics. Do you ever get writer's block? Using AI is a great way to get over it. Whether you are bored or just sitting down and nothing's coming to mind, enter your question into ChatGPT and see what it comes up with. It's a great way to get you started. So here's the catch. You need to be very careful when using ChatGPT, specifically with factual items. Next, AI is great for summarizing longer documents. You might be surprised to learn that if you enter a document straight into ChatGPT, you can pretty much rely on its summary. This is because you're providing the information for the tool to use and not allowing it to go out and create its own ideas. Are you wondering why blogs didn't make my list? AI-generated content won't perform well long-term. Bot-generated content may initially get traffic, but as time goes on, it will be seen as unreliable and generic, and it will eventually get buried. So what do you think? Are you using AI in your law firm, or are you thinking about it? I hope you found this video discussing the ethical considerations helpful. If you're interested in learning more or would like assistance with unique, creative, and trusted content, please give the Rainmaker a call. We look forward to working with you.